Hello, my friends. I am here with Joy Bartling. She is the executive director of Scatter Joy Acres. She's also the founder, correct,
That is correct.
of this wonderful nonprofit organization. Joy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, for folks, I know a lot of people know who you are, and many people don't. So let's just start off with what is Scatter Joy Acres and what do you do? I mean, how did it come to be? I guess let's start there.
So Scatter Joy Acres is a 26-acre urban rescue and therapy ranch. Basically, Scatter Joy Acres comes from my childhood. Animals helped me through rough times of my life. And 15 years ago, we started this nonprofit, rescuing animals to help rescue people. So the people we serve are seniors, veterans, at-risk youth, and disadvantaged individuals. The animals become the therapists that help in our programs, which are our EGALA program, our animal assisted therapy program, and our Be Somebody program. And then we are also open to the general public as a petting zoo, an interactive petting zoo where you get to go in the pens and touch the porcupine, hang out with the wallaby and the kangaroos and the goats and sheep. And then there's 26 acres of trails that you can just go and be alone and let nature and your faith take you where you need to be.
Oh, that's wonderful. So where are you located at?
So we are located at 4966 Newport Avenue, which is just north of Sorensen Parkway and 49th Street.
Okay. And how did the animals find you?
A lot of animals find us. People realize what a wonderful retreat and rescue that we have. And life happens, life changes happen, especially during the pandemic. A lot of people had a lot of jobs that they were lost and they weren't able to care for those animals. However, we were able to put a program together, kind of like a food bank pantry for those animals, because I know that people need animals, and we were able to give them some gift cards and stuff so they could keep those animals that they needed to have. But we also work with the USDA. We have the same license as any national zoo. So if animals are not properly cared for and they are taken, we are one of the sites that are notified that we have these animals available. Would you like to bring them in? And so people find us.
Yeah. And about how many animals do you rescue each year?
We rescued last year, and let's say to date this year, we're at 610.
Wow. Just this year or last year?
Just this year. This year, we're at 610.
Wow. That's amazing. And is that number a little higher because of the pandemic, or is that a typical?
That's pretty much a typical year. And we could probably take in more. We just don't have the resources to do it because our main function is to do therapy with people, not so much rescue, because there are other people out there that do that.
Absolutely.
We just became, we do, puppies and kitties in a smaller scale, but we also have the larger animals like goats and sheep and pigs and, things like that.
So do they, when they're at your place, are they there for life then?
Some of them are, and then there's opportunities for them to be adopted out. Let's say you're living in town and you found an acreage finally that you've been dreaming about, and now you want to put some animals there. So we do adopt out to people who are, starting their own life in the farmland.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit. Before we get on, because Giving Tuesday's coming up, but I'm going to ask you this question first, and then I will talk about Giving Tuesday and kind of how people can support you. But sure. Again, who can benefit from animal assisted therapy? You said a little bit of that in the beginning, but I just want to review that.
Yep. So the population that we serve is infants to elderly. So we've had infants that have been born premature that we've brought baby bunnies in to sit next to the incubators, and they've thrived, to hospice, where we've had individuals, for example, that raised goats, and we took a goat and laid in the bed with the individual, and it was able to give them that peace to pass. So we serve everybody in between. We also are referred court-ordered individuals that have to come and work our program. Well, they don't have to, but they have the choice
right, sure.
To come and work our program. and veterans with PTSD and their families. You know, how do they keep moving forward with what's happened to them? You know, the whole family has pretty much been kind of broken apart while the mom, dad, or both mom and dad are serving, and they're trying to figure out how do we put our family back together with the stuff that's going on inside the individual.
Yeah.
So, and then our animals are our team. They're the ones that help us work through these issues.
Wow. What amazing work and contribution you and this organization are to the community, both to the people and to the animals. So let's talk a little bit about, so Giving Tuesday, that's coming up on November 30th. You know, we encourage people to look at your organization, to give back, but how can people, I mean, obviously financial is very important. Are there other ways that people can support you?
Of course, every nonprofit asks for financial, right? We are actually, due to the increase in demand in our therapy program, we this year are working on building a somewhat climate control arena to do this therapy that we do. Mm-hmm. So we have on our website where you can help donate, and we kind of broke it down where you can donate a door, a window, a section of a wall, those type of things. Because right now we just remodeled one of our buildings, which will work, but in years past when it was climate, when we were doing therapy and you wanted to do therapy with the donkey was in my living room with the client, and we're doing therapy in the living room. So we're trying to get a climate, because not everybody dresses for winter. So, but we need to keep moving forward with that therapy, as well as volunteers. We are volunteer-based organization. And I've had a lot of people, different age groups, that say, you know what, sometimes just coming to shovel poop is very therapeutic, because I get to hang out with the animals and be by myself. So there's other avenues that way, as well as we have on our website, you know, ways, blankets, sheets, dog pillows, beds, things like that, that can help with the rescue animals.
Yeah. And I've got your website open right here next to me. You do offer different memberships as well.
We do.
So talk a little bit about that.
So we offer our memberships to our petting zoo, and it's from the date that you get the membership to a full year. So it's not like January through December. So if you got one today, it would be good till, you know, next year, the same time. And we have family passes, we have grandparent passes, we have dual passes, which are 2 people, individual passes. And then we have a way on there where you can purchase day admission, and it's great gifts to give. You know, we're going into the holiday season. If you're looking for something as a gift, they're fun things to do.
And I know on your website too, you also have kind of an events thing, or like where people can say, because your petting zoo is open at certain times during the week or certain days, correct?
Correct, yes. And then we have, and just because we're open, that's the general public. We also, you're able to book private events. So we do birthday parties, corporate events, we've done weddings. And so we have a whole picnic and pavilion area, bonfires, hay rack rides.
Wow.
You can do things out there as well. So those do not have to be during our general public petting zoo hour times. We do have evening, and some people come early in the morning and do events. We've had women's groups that have come out and just kind of had a Bible study. We also, in the summer, we do movie nights where we have a big, huge screen movie, and we do movie nights. And then we also do music in the valley, where you can come, and we have artists that come and play. You just kind of like Shakespeare on the Green, and you bring a picnic basket and you just come and hang out.
So many different and wonderful things to do throughout the year. So I encourage people, the website is scatterjoyacres.org. So I encourage everybody to go there, but also to remember you, Joy, and your organization on Giving Tuesday and throughout the holidays, and all year round for that matter. But we're kind of getting focused in on the last month of the year. So
yep. And with that, the last month of the year, we have, and if you go to our website, we have on our event page, on our calendar, all of our live nativity and reindeer events that will be throughout the city of Omaha. And then we have a drive-through nativity here on December 18th.
Okay. All right. I know one's just right down the street, Bel Air. So you guys are there. I saw that on the site. Well,
Yep.
Joy, I just want to thank you so much for coming on and telling people about what you do and your organization. Again, thank you so much. I mean, what a great organization. And from a passion you have for animals, look what you've created. I just think that's amazing.
Yep. It's amazing watching the animals heal the people.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to having you back on sometime in 2022. But until then, it's great to see you.
Thank you.
And folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.